For those wondering about the DXY and where it is going, this is just a quick market review of the dollar. So far, look, if price could close like this today, then I'll be expecting price to run up higher. So if price can close like this today and not be trying to cut all these lows, trading beneath these lows and lows like this, trading beneath one of them, because if it trades beneath one of them, most likely it's going to take the other two, then we should see price go a little bit higher. So this is what I'm looking at for the DXY. It might want to go back and come back to this gap over here, right here. It might want to revisit this area here before dropping. So bear that in mind too. It might want to do that before dropping, but we'll wait and see. This point is going to be an area of interest if price closes like this today, higher prices, and then we should see EURUSD drop as well. You can see I've got this little gap on a daily time frame. You can see this little gap over here. Price is just within this gap right now. I'm expecting price to drop lower. This was a daily fair value gap. Now we got into this area. This was an expansion and a retracement. We could see price drop down, just like we said with the DXY, down into this area here, into the lows of these candlesticks. I definitely have to wait for today to play out to know what to do going forward. Don't be afraid to let the day play out. And there's nothing wrong if you say, oh, let the day play out, or let more candlesticks be printed. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't let anyone make you feel or think that, oh, you don't know what you're talking about because you need to wait for more data to be released. I'm telling you now, the top traders wait for data to be released to know what's going on. You wait for more candlesticks to be printed to develop a better bias. And I tell my mentees all the time, look, sometimes I know what I'm doing and I'm aggressive with what I'm doing. And there's other times that I'm not so aggressive, guys. There's other times when I have to wait for more data to be released. You're more patient in these markets for sure. There's no drama. Okay, you don't have to be trying to guess the direction. You can wait for candlesticks to be printed. Okay, cool. I know how to read what I'm reading. Let's go. So like I said, the DXY, we're waiting patiently. We could see that push back up into this area here. If it was me deciding these markets, look, I just want this thing to drop now. I want this to drop now. It's at my point of interest. It's within a buy candle. Like I tell you guys, we've traded up into that buy candle. You want to see selling. You want to see price dropping off from here. But that's why I said if price closes like this today, we could potentially see one more push up into this, a deep push up into this buy candle before the drop. But if it left to me, like I said, I would want this to drop now, and it is what it is. that's the DXY. Like I said, EURUSD. Just bear that in mind. If it closes like this today, this is a fair value gap. Let's go ahead and change that. I like to put my little lines in it just to let me know that this is a new week. Let me quickly just run you through something on EURUSD. So it's already run my area of interest anyway, which is down these lows down here. But let me quickly put you on something. So for EURUSD, just going on lower time frames, for me there's more drop coming. Why is there more drop on EURUSD? First off, the DXY is rising, so E should be dropping. But now we've traded beneath this low, is our sign that we are going to be dropping. And so this is a massive up close candle. And the aim would be then for price to get down to these lows, beneath these lows. So for me, this was, let's go ahead and put a day separator on, or it's not a day, just a line. This is what I use to separate the days. So this is the start of the new day, put it that way. And so we have multiple lows down here. We like these lows. These were London lows from yesterday. So you know there's going to be liquidity beneath these lows. Let's go ahead and mark up these London lows. This is the week's low down here. That's at sell stops and then sell stops. And so for me now, looking at this and how this is playing out, I would be expecting price to come down. I would be expecting price to come down and run out these lows. It's already run out our daily low, but I would expect price to come and run these lows. So this is what I'd be expecting to be taken next, and then this one too. But yeah, this would be the main target. From where we are now, let's just look at this. Down to these levels, we're talking about 92 pips. So EU should be seeing low prices. And it just happened to be so it's at the very bottom of the daily fair value gap. This is our daily fair value gap. It's an area of inefficiency, and prices already traded to it. It could get down here one more time. Now, when it comes to gold, you have to remember this with gold. So I said this in my previous video, and I said to you guys, price is either going to expand and retrace or expand and accumulate. So what do we have here going on now? We have price going from the low to the high. It's expanded above this high. Expanded above this high. It's retraced at least to equilibrium, to 50%. Tried to run up higher, did not get above. And now we're coming down to where we actually wanted, which was our sell candle. I also told you in the video as well that when price is going to retrace, if it's not going to accumulate, then it's going to retrace. But where is it going to retrace into? It should retrace into a sell candle. And so we've identified the sell candle from the high to the low. This is an institutional candle or an institutional play. And so you're going to be expecting price to run down into the institutional candle. So this is our institutional candle, and you can blatantly see price is getting here. It's traded beneath the low of this move. And what is beneath the low of this push up higher? Our high and open of the wick, basically of the sell candle. And so this is where we expect price to drop down into. This is the area of interest. We are very close to this area. What is stopping gold from getting here? There is nothing stopping gold from getting here. And don't forget, by the way, this is where I expect it to retrace to minimum. So from here, I am expecting gold to push up to the upside from this area here. So be mindful and on the lookout for that. The gold is very bullish, so if it drops into a sell candle, I'm going to be bullish. And so here's my sell candle, I'm going to be bullish. And this to me is kind of like equal highs. These candlesticks bodies are in the same place, run that money, equal highs. This will be the target. Your target can be up here for swing traders, or if you're an intraday trader or a scalper, shorter term targets. So you want to go down the time frame, and if my target is up here, and there's a little gap up here actually, a nice little gap up here, that can be a nice target, because you know price likes to fill in gaps, right? You can see we never tapped it here, so this should be a very nice target for when gold gets going again. But like I said, look, there's multiple highs. There's these highs, those highs, these highs, those highs, more buy stops above here, buy stops above here, and buy stops above that. So there's multiple buy stops. So gold's gonna muck around here. Like I said, look at the time, 5:53. London close has already happened as well. The trading day is not done, but most likely there's not much going on. My broker is nice with gold, really low spreads. My broker is IC Markets, by the way, so if you want to get involved in them, the link is in the description. Top broker, I've been with them for years, ever since I started really, and they've been absolutely phenomenal, and they are regulated as well. So guys, you want to get involved, you know the deal is in the link in the description. Bitcoin, very interesting guys. So let's go ahead and I had so much markings up here from the past, so let's go ahead and delete all of this. Delete, remove 7 drawings. So for Bitcoin, I told my mentees this, not to stress, because Bitcoin was within our weekly fair value gap, and so Bitcoin will be hitting all-time highs. So let's go ahead and put this up here. This is where the buy stops are right now. Bitcoin will be hitting all-time highs. So this is where I expect Bitcoin to go. I expect Bitcoin to run up to the upside and take out these highs. All Bitcoin did was expand and retrace into an area of interest, which is the weekly fair value gap. So you can say there's lots of even trading here, but when we get here, we get a massive explosion to the upside. So there's lots of inefficiency within this candlestick. We come down, we clean up that inefficiency, we clean up that mess, that messy trading, and then price begins to expand again. Look at this. Like I've been saying, price is either going to expand and accumulate, go sideways, or expand and retrace. Both of these things have the same agenda. It's to generate liquidity and run it later. So this generates liquidity on both sides, runs it here, runs it on the top side. This generates liquidity above all these different highs. We run it with speed. So now, like I said, Bitcoin should be making all-time highs. All-time highs. You can see Bitcoin is very bullish right now, expanding to the upside. Yeah, ask yourself this. Price is drawn towards the money. We know that because I say it on my channel every single time. Ask yourself, where is the money? Look at all these lows. Price has already run the liquidity beneath all of these lows. This was weeks, by the way. Every single candlestick here was a week worth of trading, price action. We ran it, the liquidity beneath these lows, into an area of interest, and now price is expanding to the upside. And it's expanding with speed, right? It's not taking weeks and weeks. It's not taking this amount of weeks. It's moving quite fast. Well, technically it did spend a little bit of time here first and then go, but look how fast we're moving now. We're moving quite quickly. So be expecting price to run these highs. Bitcoin is going to, I would say the moon. It's going to the moon. Okay, look, you have to jump on that right now. It's going to the moon. Bitcoin is running these highs for sure. So if you're not in Bitcoin already, it's still technically not too late. This would have been ideal, but ultimately, look, price is still within these wicks. It can still get up here. It can still do it. It's the same with XRP, guys. I'm not going to spend too long, but XRP should be running out these highs. This has been a massive expansion. We've gone sideways, and then after an expansion, you normally get another move up to the upside. And so I'll be expecting price to be running up to the upside for XRP. Now let's move on to MES and MNQ. So I've been telling my mentees, look, check out these equal highs. These equal highs is where the money is at. These equal highs are where the money's at. Equal highs. There's my equal highs. There we go. My equal highs. And what do we have going on so far? We have price dropping, taking out liquidity, and now we're getting that expansion to the upside. We've already traded above this high. You can see the candlestick is above the high. And ask yourself, now price is pushing to the upside, ask yourself, where is the money? So think about it like this. When price is up here dancing around, not taking out the highs, not taking out the highs at all, what do you think is happening here? Every single time price comes to an high and does not take it out. Even this I wouldn't consider no taking out. More liquidity is generated up here. Why? Because there's going to be more people looking to sell from here because they think this is a strong zone. And at the same time, there's going to be lots of stop losses up here in the form of liquidity or buy stops. When it comes to trading, there must be two sides to every trade. There must be buyers and sellers. There must be two sides to every contract, buying and selling. If you're going to sell it, who are you going to sell it to? You're going to sell it to people who want to buy from here. And so you're going to ask yourself, who wants to buy from this area up here? The people that have buy stops up here. Who has stop losses up here? The people who want to sell from here. You know that price is drawn towards the money. If this is where the pool of liquidity is, if this is where the money is, price is drawn towards that money. And so when price gets here, these people that jumped in down here should be closing out the majority of their positions, really, or if not all of their position. They'll be closing those positions out. And they close it by selling their order back. But you have to sell it to who? You sell it to people who want to buy at this point, who want to buy at a higher price. You bought here, they want to buy up here. Unless you're a breakout trader, breakout traders do want to buy up here. But when I say people want to buy up there, forgetting about the breakout buyers, it's not that they want to buy up here, it's that their buy stops up here, which is a buy order. Buy stops are buy orders. And so when price gets here, they want to sell. They're going to be selling, putting the stop loss above here. And so when it hits their stop loss, that's the exchanging of positions. So one more time, you bought from down here. If you want to close your position, you need to sell your order back. You need to sell your order. So in order to sell your order, there must be the other end. People who want to buy that same order, who want to be buying at where you're selling. So when price gets here, they buy. If they're breakout traders, they buy them because it broke out. If they're sellers, they're buying because they got stopped out. And so this is why price here is most likely to get up here. And I hope I've not confused you guys, okay? This is why price is most likely to get up here. It's because there are buy orders, buy stops up here. This is why price is drawn here. And why we're not going to stop here. We're not going to stop here when price runs these highs, no. Price should be running up to these highs too. And it's the same thing for MNQ. I'm not going to run through the whole thing again, but here's my equal highs. Here's my equal highs. There we go. You have to ask yourself, if smart money getting in here, where are they looking to exit? Above highs. Yes, there's a high above here, but where's the real highs at? Equal highs. MNQ should be running up into this area right here. We're looking at the weekly time frame for this, but I'm giving you a longer term perspective. When I say longer term, it could take just 1 week. This is not scalps and short-term plays. I'm looking at the long-term plays. So if you know where price is being drawn, if you can catch trades in that direction, you're most likely going to win. So what we could see though is there's a gap here. You guys know price also drawn towards gaps. If price is going to retrace, it should retrace into this gap. It should retrace into this gap over here, and then it should expand higher. So we have a little gap here. I'm not saying it's going to do that now. So this is if they provide us with a retracement. They do not have to come down here now, but if they provide us with a retracement, this is where it's going to drop to, okay, and then I'm going to expect an expansion. So those are my two scenarios. I expect it to run up there now. When I say now, I don't mean today. I just mean within a week or so, because this is the weekly time frame. But my second option would be if they do decide to drop down into this gap, this is where I expect price to get to before rallying up higher. Do I want to see it happen? Not necessarily. I would rather see it just shoot to the skies. We know that obviously the US and China came to a trade decision, which is one of the reasons why price is rising right now. But this is what we will be expecting. So MNQ and MES, I'm bullish. The money's on top. Price is drawn towards the money, so it should continue to rally higher. These are the pairs that I trade. If you want me to look at other pairs, let me know. Look, I'm not saying I'm going to definitely review them, you know, because there could be some pairs that I have no idea, no clue about. I'd rather stick to the ones that I know, but these are the pairs that I look at on a regular basis. If you guys like these kind of market reviews, let me know. and I'll keep on doing them.